Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Sharon ShareAlike, and today we're doing a makeup tutorial. I look a little crazy because I got the half and half face going on. It seems like an easier way for me to show you what I do. I do cover my eyebrows. A lot of you have seen videos about that before. I do it pretty much the same as everybody else does. The only difference is I start with a spray adhesive. A lot of times when you cover your eyebrows, you'll notice that they want to like pop out from under the glue halfway through a show, and that's not good. So for me, the spray adhesive helps to hold my brows down, and then I use the Elmer's glue stick over the top. So let's just get started, and I'm going to show you that. I know I shouldn't use this on my face, but I do. This is what I use to get my eyes matted down first, my eyebrows. I just take a Dixie cup and I spray a little in the Dixie cup. See if I can do this without getting it all over me. Alright, I'm going to take a Q-tip and fill it with the glue, and then go here and get it all into my eyebrows. I'm trying to get under the hairs. And you kind of got to work fast with this because it's going to dry very quickly. So now that I got it all underneath, I'm going to start smoothing it out in this direction. I'm still keeping the Q-tip saturated with the glue. Alright, I've got all those hairs covered. And now we're just going to kind of let this dry for a little bit until it gets sticky. While it's drying, I started out by putting a skin, what do you call this? This is the Perfect Primer, the NYC Skin Primer. I put that on my face first. I did it on the side that I already have done. I put the primer on. I don't put the primer on my eyebrow until I get all the glue and stuff done, and then I put the primer over that. Alright, we're letting this dry, and now I can start to flatten it out. All I'm really doing is trying to push the brow hairs down so that they're flat. And it's going to be kind of hard to see this on camera. I don't know if you can tell, but see how they're starting to get kind of flat? And then we're ready for the glue stick. I used the Elmer's glue stick, the one that changes colors. It's like purple and then it changes to clear when it's dry. And I'm going to put one coat of this on first. And this first coat is just kind of help to make sure that those brows got all smashed down flat. And then I'm going to go dry this with the blow dryer. Okay, now you can see that this is almost dry. There's just a little bit of purple left in there, but that's alright. The next thing I'm going to do now, the hair is all down. It's nice and tight. There's none sticking out, but there's still like little crevices in there that look bumpy. So I need to fill those in so that it's nice and smooth over the top. So what I do is I take the glue stick again, and I'm just going to take a Q-tip and like take some right off the top. Get like a nice big gob of it. And then I'm going to use that to fill in. And I'm just filling in all of those holes so that it's nice and smooth. That's looking pretty good, actually. I'm going to wipe some of this off. This is kind of gross, but if you take some, lick your finger, you can kind of smear over the top of that. That way you won't stick to it. You might not want to do that on somebody else's face. Alright, I like the way that looks. We're going to let that dry, but while it's drying, you might wonder, how do I get these different adhesives off my face? I'm not suggesting this, but it works for me. In order to get all of my makeup off, I use the Albaline. This is a little bit more expensive. I get it at Walgreens, but it lasts forever. So the price, I don't even remember how much it was. I think it was like 12 bucks or something, but it lasts forever. So I put a whole bunch of that on my face and just smear it all around and then wipe it off. But then I'm still left with that spray adhesive on my eyebrows, and that's a little tougher to get off, so I use Goo Gone. I won't suggest it to you because it does kind of burn, but what I do is just put some on my finger and rub it over that glue and let it just sit for a minute, and then I can come back in with like a paper towel and wipe it off, and then I jump in the shower right away. I'm not going to go to sleep with it on or anything like that because I don't think it would be very good for you. But it does kind of burn, but it does get the adhesive off. So just proceed with caution, okay? All right, I'm going to take a little break again and get this drying with a blow dryer, and then we'll be back. Okay, now you can see that the glue is almost completely dry. See that? There's maybe a little purple in there, but it's almost completely dry. And so I'm going to go over that. Remember I told you I went over my face with the skin primer. I'm going to go over that eyebrow with it too. I really like this skin primer. It kind of like fills all of your pores in. And then your like base and stuff all goes on really smooth. So I didn't use it for a long, I didn't even know about it, but I started using it and I really like it now. Alright, then I go over my entire face with Dermablend. That's the only thing you can't get at Walgreens. Can you see that? Hopefully it's focusing. This is the color that I use. I think it's a number 2. And I just take one of the little makeup sponges and go right into here, and I start to cover my face. And since I put that skin primer on, it really makes this go in pretty smoothly and quickly. Got a nice big pore right there that I hate, but luckily Dermablend can fill it in. Did I get it? Put some on my ears too. Right here I shave, my hair actually comes clear down to here, and then I have sideburns, but I just shave all of that off. My hair is long enough that I can pull it up and put it into a ponytail, which is kind of annoying if you're a boy during the day, but it really comes in handy when you're wearing wigs. I do a ponytail, and then I put this bun thing on over the ponytail and pin it about 1,000,000 times. And then I can put wigs on top of that. It's really handy. It's quick too. Alright, and I'm going to go over the brow now. I'm going to kind of just pat it. Look how that's disappearing. Isn't that cool? I'm trying to push this Dermablend into all the crevices that are left. Smooth over it. And I know you can still kind of see it, but I promise it'll go away. Thank goodness bars have dark lighting. Alright. Now, it's looking pretty good. Going to go over it. Let me make sure I got all that. Maybe I'll put a little bit more Dermablend on the eyebrow. Ooh, got a lot that time. She's covered now. Now I'm going to powder with, I use Maybelline. I like this shine-free stuff. I don't really want any shine on my face. Whoops. There. Powder with Maybelline. And now we're ready to start doing highlighting, shadowing, and all that stuff. Now, like I told you, most of the stuff that I use, I just get from Walgreens or any, Walmart, whatever. So I'm not going to be too picky about telling you exactly what it is, because you can use whatever you have too. I use a lot of purple colors and some like raspberry tones. But I think what we'll start with is the eyebrow. So I just have a brown eyebrow pencil. And I'm going to start, I kind of look at my own eyebrow and I start right above it. I like to have a little bit of space between my eye and the eyebrow so that I can play with makeup there. So first thing I'm going to do is just put in a line, like the shape that I want. We'll go up here, and then we'll start to take it down. Hopefully that's somewhat even. Once I get that line in, then I can make it a little fatter. You can do black for your eyebrows or lighter brown, whatever color you want. I've been doing brown lately. That's looking pretty good. What do you think? I think you're going to like it using that spray adhesive to cover your eyebrows, because it really helps them to stay down during a show. Mine used to always start popping up like right in here. I'd get like that crack. That was not cute. Alright. We're going to start with this clown white. Can you see that? I just ordered this online. It's some kind of clown white makeup. It's made by Snazaroo, but I like it. And I just take a brush. This is just a basic paint brush. And I'm going to go into here and get some on here. And I'm starting to create my fake eyelid. See how far that goes up? Obviously my eyelid's like really small. But I'm going to build a new eyelid and take it way up here. I'm going almost all the way up to where my eyebrow is. My boy eyebrow. And then I'm going to come down my nose. I like having this little point down here. Not everybody does this. It's just something that I like. See that on this side, how it kind of comes down in. And then I'm going to just fill this in all the way down to my eye. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then I also like having it really white up here underneath my eyebrow. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to put some up here too. Filling this in. You can kind of see the eye starting to take shape now when you do this part. Bring this down here a little bit more. Okay. And this is going to really help when I'm going to powder this later, and it's going to help those powders to stick because they just won't stick very well when you're put to that glue that you put on your eyebrows. It's kind of like trying to put powder on a window glass. It just doesn't stick, you know, you can just blow it right off. Alright, there's that. Now let's get to these jumbo pencils. I'm going to start with this purple one. Once again, that was the NYX Jumbo Pencil, and it is Purple Velvet. And we're going to go right under where we ended that white part on the underneath the eyebrow. And this doesn't have to be that perfect because I'm going to blend it with the brush. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my same paintbrush that I've been using to do the white part. I'm probably going to wipe it off a little bit. Always want to have your paper towels handy. And I'm going to go into this purple and just start to kind of smooth it out. Basically what I'm doing is pushing it down into any of the crevices. I can also kind of take it up into that brow a little bit, starting to create the whole effect where it just where this is happening, you know, where the brow comes out of the darker color. Now I'm just getting this purple part all smoothed out. At the same time I'm wiping it off with the paper towel. And now I'm going to go up into this white, and I'm going to kind of use the brush to start smoothing these two together. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like white on the top half and purple on the bottom half, just because that's where I've been dragging it. And so that kind of helps it to blend together. If I flip this brush over, watch, see, look, I get some really dark purple up there. That's not what I want. So if you keep the brush in the same direction, you can kind of blend those two together. That's looking pretty good. Okay, I like that. Now I'm going to use the black NYX Jumbo Pencil, and I'm going to go underneath, right in between that white eyelid and the purple. Once again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to keep it up in the purple because you want to keep that white pretty clean. Okay. There's that. Use the same paintbrush again and blend this black and purple together. And I'm using that same technique where I keep the brush in the same direction so that the black and the purple don't get messed up in between each other. And I'm pushing that black into the crevices that are left from that glue stick that I used to cover up my eyebrows. This is looking pretty good. Wipe it off. Just takes a lot of blending. Alright, we'll pull this down here a little bit. There we go. Nice. So you can see we're starting to get that look just like the other one. Alright, now I like to use this Ben Eye. It's a Luxe Powder. Can you see that? And this one is, it's called Ice. But this is kind of just like a shiny powder. And I put it on with this little flat brush, which I cannot find. Oh, here it is. I put it on with one of these little flat brushes. So we're going to go in here. And this is going on the eyelid only. And it's going to fall down on my cheek. It's no big deal. I can just powder it off. All the way down on my eyelid. That gives me a nice little sparkly shine. It's like a luminesque. All right. Brush this off. Whew. We'll get rid of that later, don't worry. All right. Now I'm going to come back with my brush and just clean up this edge just a little bit. Okay. And then the next thing we are going to do is I use an eyeliner pencil. And I don't even know what brand this is. I can't read it because I already sharpened it off. I just like one that kind of goes on creamy. So I'm going to start. I always use my sponge and I put it on my face and then I can rest my hand on it. But I'm just going to start and do my eyeliner. I'm going to start down here. Go right into the eye. Get in here on my waterline. You've got to go on the inside of there. A lot of people like to put white here. I don't really like that, but you can if you want to. Okay. Go under my eye. And then I'm going to take this right up and meet that other black area. Like that. And I always end up getting this black here, up here on the white. It's annoying, but we'll deal with it. That looks pretty good. Did I get it on my white? Nope, not yet. All right, see that? And now we're going to start doing some blending again with our brush, that same old paintbrush. I use this paintbrush a lot. I'm just going to kind of blend this in. I kind of like that smoky eye look, so that's what I'm getting with this. And that's a trick too for getting this really fine point right here, is to pull it down with this brush. See that? I'm just pulling down on it. And that's how you get that really fine point. Go up here. Getting any extra chunks or anything out. I think I'll kind of blend this together. Like this. Yes, I like that. Pull this right up here. I don't really like to go up past my eyebrow. I did a little bit there, but okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, what do you think? I think we're kind of getting it. Clean off that brush again for the next use. Alright, now I'm going to start using some powders. And I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm using the Ben Eye Super White. A lot of people use this. It's just your highlighting powder. I'm going to put that up here on top. One thing that I do with my brushes that's really helpful, I take fingernail polish and I color the end of the brush, and that way I know what color that it's used for. It's nothing worse than grabbing a brush and it was your black one and you meant to put white on. I did that one night. Alright, I'm going to go in and put some white up here. Once again, I like this really white. Not everybody does, but I do. And I'm going to bring this white all the way down into that purple too. It's going to help for blending later. Don't know what that is. Get off of there. Okay. And what's happening is that white is sticking to, all the powders are going to stick to those oil-based crayons that we used. Next, I'm going to use a purple color by CoverGirl. I think this is like a raisin. Yeah, it's called Raisin. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but any purple color will do. Or you can put blue or whatever color you want on there. Green. So this is my next color, so we're going in with the purple. And this is how you get these really vibrant colors, because I have the oil crayon on there already, and then this powder sticks to it really well. Because otherwise this would just be falling off. I'm going to blend this kind of up into the brow and also up into the white. Starting to look good. Okay, now we're going to go in with some black. Have my black brush here that I've got labeled black. And I'm just going to go in right where I had the black before, the black crayon pencil. This powder not only makes it darker, but it also sets that oil-based crayon pencil, so it's not going to smear around. Get quite a bit right in here. I also have a flatter brush that I like to use with the black too for right under my eye. It's a little bit more precise. I ordered these brushes online somewhere. I got some kit of a whole bunch of them. They're cheapies. Alright, that's looking pretty good. And then I'm going to blend this black in with that purple too. And now it's just a matter of kind of going back and forth and blending things and getting what you want. I don't really like how I went out past my eyebrow there, but on this side I didn't. Maybe I'll just make this side do the same thing, and that way they'll be even. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So now we've got our shadows on and everything's looking pretty good. Also, I've got a color here. This is another CoverGirl. It's called Cheekers. And I can't remember what color this is. I think it is, as you can see, I cannot see at all without my glasses on. This is a Wild Raspberry. I like this color. I use this on my cheeks. And lately I've been putting it under my eye too. See how there's kind of a reddish tint under the eye? So I'm going to put a little bit of that under there. Right like that. Kind of like the way that looks. I'm not going to come all the way in, but... And I'm even going to put a little bit up here, I think. See how that... Okay, I like the way that's looking. Maybe a little bit more black. Right in here. I'm gonna get that nice and dark. There we go. What do you think of that? I like it. I think it looks like the other one. Alright, next up I guess we're going to do our eyelashes. And I just use bonding glue. You can use the eyelash glue if you want. I like the bonding glue better. I think it holds a lot better. I use the black one too. Squirt some in a little Dixie cup. About out. There we go. And I just take the handle of that paintbrush that I've been using for everything. That's what I use to put it on my lashes. I'm going to start with the bottom lashes. Gonna get some on here, and then I'm gonna apply it to this lash. It's all the way across it. I'm still in the camera, sorry. I have this huge magnifying glass over here because I can't see. Alright, and I like to put this bottom lash on with tweezers. So I'm going to get a hold of it with the tweezers and put it in place. Ooh, I got a lot of glue on there. That is going to make a mess. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Got enough glue on there. Mess. Okay, well that got a little messy, but we'll fix it up. Sticking to everything. There we go. I'm going to clean that off. Go away. There. Alright, we got that one in place. I got a little bit of glue underneath here, but I'm going to let it dry and then I can easily wipe it off. It comes right off once it's dry. And now I'm going to take a little break and blow this dry with the blow dryer, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, I dried that bottom lash with the blow dryer, and now we are ready to work on our top lash. And I'm just going to get some more of that glue out of the Dixie cup. We'll put it right along that top lash. Right like that. And then I use my brush handle again to help apply this one. I'm terrible at putting lashes on. There we go. Alright. And then I'm going to take a break and dry this with a blow dryer, and you can see I just got some up on the lid, but that'll come off as soon as it dries. You just peel it off. Alright, I'm going to blow this with the blow dryer. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got it dried with the blow dryer. You see that mistake where the glue got up there? Watch, it just pulls right off. There we go. See that? And the next thing I'm going to do then is just take some eyeliner, just liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to go over that upper lash. I like to get this nice and dark. Covers up any mistakes you made too. There's so many different ways that you can do your makeup. This is how I like to do mine. Hope it helps you. You can use all different colors too, whatever colors you like. I kind of just like purple a lot. Whoops. Alright. I think that's looking pretty good. Now we're going to go in with some mascara. I'm basically just mixing, trying to use the mascara to blend my own eyelashes into the false eyelashes. And I'm going to dry all this with the blow dryer, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I think it's all looking pretty good. I like the way it looks, and now we're going to start doing some highlighting and shadowing on our face. So the first thing I use is this kind of tannish color. This is another CoverGirl's eye shadow. This is called, like, I think Desert Tan. So I'm going to use a small brush and go in and start right in here and go down my nose to make my nose look nice and skinny. I got a big nose. Take this up into the eyebrow. It's looking good. I also have a larger brush, and I use this same color, this Desert Tan, down here to kind of make my jaw look smaller, darkening this up a little bit so I don't have such a harsh jawline. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is my cheeks. I'm going to use this same purple color that was what I used on my eyes, the CoverGirl. Going with the purple brush. And this is going to be my darkest color. You can see that's pretty dark. I'm going to take that all the way up into my hair. Push that in there. And I'm going to use the same brush and pick up that Cheekers color again, the CoverGirl stuff that I put underneath my eye. I'm going to use that as my blush. See how that's a little bit more raspberry colored? Can bring that all the way down here. Almost down to the lips. I like that. I think we're getting it. Alright then, I'm going to use a dark color. This is made by Maybelline. It's actually eyebrow powder, so it's really dark. I'm going to use that kind of up in here so I can get this real dark look. You can see that's pretty dark. This is the wrong brush, but I'm using it anyway. And I'm sure you all know the like business card trick. Everybody's always giving me their business cards. This is what I use them for. I put it right here and it gives me a nice sharp line. Right there, see? So I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now, I want to use the super white then for my highlighting again. So I'm going to go in with a small brush first, a little one. I'm going to go under my eye. I always love putting this on because it makes everything pop. Take that all the way up, bring it into here. Side needs some now too. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to get a larger brush and get some on it. Throw a little over the shoulder. And this is just highlighting my cheek. I have a scar right here. So if you see that, I can't help it. Alright, and we're going to put a little bit of that on the forehead. Also down here on the chin. I think we're looking pretty good, don't you? Now, one thing that you can do if you want to, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. If you really want your cheekbones to pop, you can put some white underneath them. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Bloop. See that? This one doesn't have it. Now I got to do it on the other side to make it even. Just depends on the look that you want. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to go down here, down the nose with some white. I actually have a little skinny brush that I like to use for that. For my nose. It's a real skinny one. There we go. Go back in a little bit. Contour that. Alright, and then I'm going to spray my hair. I use a colored hairspray and spray up in here. See, I don't know, you can see here, like, look how you can see all my scalp. Not that my hair is thinning, but I suppose it's possible. And then over here, see, you can't really see that because I've sprayed it with the colored hairspray. So I'm going to spray that, and then I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back, and I sprayed that with the colored hairspray, so it kind of helps hide any of the roots, and it kind of helps to highlight my forehead too, make this white pop more, and then this is all shadowed on the sides. And then finally I like to go over with a white eyeliner pencil. I like to go over the, see here how I went over the top of that brow to bring out that white a little bit. Just gonna go over a little bit. It's not a real heavy hand either, just a little bit. Whoa, get off there. Helps make that eyebrow pop a little bit. Like the one on the other side better. Okay, there. And finally, we'll do our lip liner. I'm doing like a purple today. Okay. And then our lipstick. Got like a light lavender color. And then of course you can go over it with lip gloss right before you go on stage. I hope this helped you a little bit. I love doing makeup and I know a lot of you enjoy it too. This is one way to do it. I like the way it looks and I hope you do too. If you like it, make sure and share and like my page. And thanks again for joining me. I'm Sharon ShareAlike. This is another Sharon Secrets. Have a good show. Bye.